Oh shit.
Join us for the ride of a lifetime.
Let's watch an idiot try to ride a motorcycle. Some guy rides.
The thing is, I'm not 100% sure about Stony Pass. Number one, I don't know what the snow situation is. Maybe a smart person would have checked when he had internet last night. Although the internet last night was terrible. Kept going out. It was so slow. That doesn't sound good. That didn't sound good at all. What the fuck was that? What was that? What was that? Oh, Jesus. Oh, fuck. Oh, no. Oh, no. I'm screwed. Oh, shit. I'm screwed, dudes. And now the bike just fell over. I'm well screwed here. Gas is leaking out from somewhere. I am well screwed. Things are not good right now. Okay, I'm assuming a plan is going to come to me sometime, but for now, I dug out a little spot. I moved the bike. I have a rock over there so I can get it on the center stand evenly, hopefully. And we'll go from there. And have I mentioned what the problem is? The problem is someone's a fucking moron, and not for the first time, didn't tighten down the axle nut after arranging everything. I mean, these are lessons I've already learned. No joke. There's no way there's enough of a miracle that it fell off just now. I'm sure it fell off hours ago. You remember when I said that my luck was going to hit a brick wall? I really shouldn't say stuff like that. I mean, seriously. You know? First issue is the brakes got all screwy. Here's what I was talking about. That's just hanging down, which can't be good. And I'm probably gonna have to take the chain off so that I can. Oh, dudes. Okay, I've got the bike. I've got the brake back in order. And the thing almost through. It's just not through this. Like, I can see how to adjust it when I'm over here, and when I go to bang on it, it moves a slight little bit, and it's not happening. So there you go. This is by far the worst idea I've ever had, but our friend Brendan had this happen on the Tat, and he used a zip tie somehow. I don't know how. So I'm using a zip tie vice grips combination, and this is not going to work. Okay, I added one improvement. We're just going to have to see how this goes. I don't know, dudes. Have a good one. I just stopped to see if that lady, just off chance. And she did have some that were kind of close. but not quite. So I am just going extremely slowly. I'm gonna stop and check every few minutes, because if I lose those vice grips, and another reason why Homer is my savior, I wouldn't have those vice grips except for he told me a trick where you put the vice grips on the rim with the curved end down, which pushes the opposite end into there's Robert, I'm not going to bother him anymore today, into the you know what I'm talking about, into the well. And this is the highest elevation too. 9,500. Supposedly the quickest way is 40 minutes. And then I have to hope that they have something I can use to fix it. Which isn't a guaranteed thing. Can't wait for a bicyclist to pass me. I've stopped and checked a couple times and it seems to be holding up. So it seems to be holding well. I keep stopping, totally paranoid. And I have decided that I'm not going to beat myself up for being such a complete moron, idiot, dumbass until after I have it sorted. And after I have it sorted, I'm going to have a field day. But not now. I was just about to get going on it. Not now. First things first. Number one, I am praying that the Zumo does me right this time and brings me the correct way, because that'll be bad if it doesn't. Bad, I tell you. But honestly, I was thinking, it's not like there's any force on that. It's just holding it. That's all it has to do. But it really does have to do it. I mean, at least I wasn't going fast when that happened. I really can't have one smooth day. I might have had one. It's different though when it's your fault. Getting off the bike to check that thing is exhausting. This just is going on forever. Look at it out here. It's insanity. This would be a good place to have an axle nut. I won't be as worried on the pavement, but just all these bumps and stuff, I don't know, I'm just worried. Because if that pops off, I'm truly screwed. I don't have any other ideas. And a pickup truck just came by and he pulled over for me to pass, so I stopped and I was just like, hey man, you don't by any chance? And he's like, no. And I'm like, do you know Antonito? And he's like, yeah, it's small, I don't know if they're gonna have anything. But it's like, there's got to be a dude who works on stuff somewhere. I mean, I guess there doesn't have to be, but if there's not, I mean, what am I supposed to do? I'll have to push on to somewhere that there is. I'll have to go to Durango. How far is that? I have no idea. Where is this road that's supposed to be up here? Come on, man. All right, let's have a little recap of what happened. Oh, I see a car. Loud clank, stopped the bike. Things were cattywampus under there. I put it on the center stand. It sunk into the ground. I don't even know if you know this. It sunk into the ground, fell over. So I took everything off, backed the bike up to a place that was a little more level, even though it wasn't level. But because it wasn't level this way, I had to dig a little pit and put a rock in there, put another rock on the other side, and then lift it up on the center stand on those two rocks, which was sketchy as hell because every time I did something, it threatened to fall. Then I went to see what was happening down there, and the axle was half out. The brake caliper was not in the right spot. So I had to remove the axle altogether. And then I thought I was going to have to remove the chain too, but I was able to squeegee the brake caliper back the way it was. Oh my god. Oh my god. Back the way it was supposed to go. Then I spent a long time trying to get the axle back through, which was not easy for some reason. Then I got it through everything. I remembered to make sure the spacer was in there. Get me to that freaking road, dudes. Then I'm gonna check this thing again. And then we're gonna go to Antonito and we're gonna get lucky again. Got it back in. Finally adjusted the chain, and then sat there for a minute wondering. I just assumed an idea would come to me about the axle nut, and I think I mentioned our friend Brendan. This happened to him on the Tat, and he used a zip tie. So I tried that, and it was much too sketchy for my taste. So I used the vice grips to sort of grip down on top of that, and that seemed good. Then I was getting ready to take off, and then I was like, I know when I go over a bump, those are just going to pop open. So I got out a strap and put that on there, and that actually seems pretty good. I mean, not as good as an axle nut maybe, but pretty good. And every time I make this little walk around to check, I just imagine that it's not going to be there. But so far, so good. Okay. It says 11 minutes normal speeds. I'm going to hear it from somebody about going 40 with this rigged up mess back there, but Trust me, it's gonna work. It's solid. Don't be scared. Let me do all the being scared. I don't care what's going on. I'm still getting the picture, man. Let's get our priorities straight. This isn't the way I wanted to come into Colorado today, but there you go. And I guess Colorado doesn't believe in a big shoulder like New Mexico does. It's cool. Okay, they're all like, the grocery store might have something. And then this lady said, there's a shop over there. I don't know what they do or anything, but she said check over there. And that's what I'm doing. Not great.
Not great?
The ladies up there told me to come back here and see if
Okay. Yeah, she just called me now. See,
She did?
She needed some nuts or something?
Oh man, it was gone.
Oh.
The whole axle came off.
Oh shit.
I was going super slow, so it didn't matter, but this is not a good situation.
Oh shit.
So I'm looking for a washer and a nut that would fit that. I don't know what size it is.
Oh,
It's
okay.
probably metric.
Yeah. I'm get a couple sizes from up there and see what we can.
Man, I really appreciate it, and I'm
Yeah.
sorry for interrupting your work and stuff.
Let's see. One of these ones will fit.
Oh, fingers crossed. No dice, huh?
Oh, there's the closest, but that's gonna be like a fine thread.
Yeah.
Where are you going at?
What?
Where are you riding to?
I'm headed toward Durango.
Okay. See, the only way we can do it is this nut. We can force it on there, just to, so you do have a nut that's not going to come off. Just so you don't have to worry about it. But then the only thing is,
Then I'll
when
be
you change it
threaded.
out, you'll have to either rethread it or just buy the new axle bolt,
Right.
just to get you on your way, you know. But that's pretty much the only way, because we don't. That's the closest we're gonna have. We don't have fine threads.
Do you think a hardware store would have that if I found one?
There's a hardware store right here in town, Lowe's,
Yeah.
right in the center of town. And they got a big variety of nuts too in the back.
Okay.
When you go through the back, almost by the liquor store, you go to the back corner, and there's a like hardware and all that in there.
Okay. Do you have any idea what size that might be?
That's gonna, I don't know, you could probably take, if you want to take that nut with you and size it up, that's gonna be about that size, but it's gonna be fine thread though.
Okay.
And then yeah, that one looks like it'll work. If you want to take that, there's a
Thank
washer
you,
for
man.
you too.
Thanks for looking.
So, yeah,
I really
no worries.
appreciate it.
Yeah. Well,
Thank you.
hey. Yeah, they might. I'm pretty sure they'll have fine thread there.
Okay. I'll give it a check.
Yeah, just get a.
Just go out here and take a left on that road?
Yeah, just right when you pull out right here, you're gonna take the left and then just follow the road all the way into town.
Okay.
And then it'll be Lowe's. It's right in the center of town.
Thank you, man.
Right there, and then like I said, that nut right there would be the same size, but.
I thought that was gonna be the. I thought that was gonna be the answer right there. I really did. Lowe's it is. Hey dudes, I just have to give a little extra information here. I'm not at home because of the hurricane. Our house is still whatever. But anyway, that's why I don't have a green screen here, so my usual fantastic past Ange background is a little weird. Anyway, I turned off the GoPro. I stopped at that stop sign. For some reason, I looked back and the dude had come through the building on the other side and was like waving me down. So I went back and he's like, he had one more nut and he's like, dude, try this. It's a fine thread. It might be the right size. But instead of like taking everything apart and trying it again, I was just like, I'll take this to Lowe's. I'll set it up first and try it. So that's what I did. So I went to Lowe's. I didn't film any of that. It was just a grocery store. And I put the bike on the center stand out front and we'll go from there. Kind of like an Antonito. So as I was pulling out of that place, the guy came out again and was like, before you go into Lowe's, try this one. It's a whatever they're called, fine thread. I did, and it worked. Now, first I'm going to tell you something that I don't have to tell you this, but way back there, I made an oath to myself. Now, where'd the gas station go? I made an oath to myself to, if I found a nut in Antonito, I was going to go back the way I came and finish the goddamn North New Mexico BDR. I think I had about maybe 20 or 30 miles left. And I suppose I could still do that, but it's 5 o'clock. And do I really want to go through Mongolia again? I don't think so. I'm just going to count that, what I did, as, oh, mother son of a... I'm going to count that as the route. I did the route. I'm done. I don't want to hear it from you. I don't need your shaming. And then after I get gas, we're going to start giving me what I deserve. That guy was super nice though. And I'm psyched. Wait, is that... that's diesel over there. And another case of pure luck. I mean, if he hadn't gone back and just looked one more time and ran out before I had left, then I would have never known. I would have never gotten that. And you see what I'm saying? I'm saying that there are forces at work, dudes. Sometimes they're in my favor, sometimes they're not in my favor. That white truck's leaving. Alright, just topped off and of course didn't clear it, because why would I do that? Because that's what I should be doing every single time. And had a little burger in there and it was really good, man. These gas station restaurants kind of got it going on. Oh, so listen, I'm a moron, irresponsible, dumbass, jacko, amateur, loser. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I am just so fucking stupid. I can't even understand it, because I'm so stupid that I can't understand it. I mean, it's happened to me before. And the first time on, what was that? That must have been the East Coast BDRs on the little Honda. And I got so lucky it was right there next to the bike when I heard it. But, I mean, that, and it was like, okay, now I know every single time. Check the chain tensioners, check the axle nut. I mean, how hard is it? I could make excuses. I could make plenty of excuses. I was tired. I have a low IQ. I don't understand basic principles of the way things work. You know, there's all that. But there are no excuses. It's just stupid. Extremely, extremely stupid. And, you know, semi-dangerous. I mean, of the things that can happen on a motorcycle, your back wheel coming off is probably one of the least best ones. Luckily I was going very slow, but what if I wasn't? What if it was on some of that slab? What if? Just get your shit together, man. Get it together. Do what you're supposed to do. Oh, so annoying. So annoying. So it's 5:30. I'm half upset that I didn't get the last little bit, but whatever. I mean, how different could it have been since than going out the way I went out? I think there was one last climb, and that's about it. So whatever. Boo-hoo. I'm calling it done. Calling it done my way, aka the wrong way. And let's talk about Beater and the BDR people. I mean, I know firsthand how hard it is to build a route that works. It's hard. There's a lot to take into consideration. You got to take into consideration gas stops, how to get from one dirt to the next in the coolest way, how to hit the most beautiful parts of a state. I mean, it's complex. You know, how to make sure not to put anybody on private property, how to make sure the route is going to stay open, no gates, all that stuff. And they do a great job of it, man. It's a pretty solid organization, if you ask me. They've got their shit together. I don't really know the history of it or who's really in charge or anything like that, but they got it going on. And I think they do well on the fundraising too. So well done. Great route. Lots of cool stuff. And I enjoyed the hell out of it. I'm leaning pretty heavily toward no Stony Pass. I don't feel like it's a good idea. I need to go to Durango tomorrow, get my shit together, maybe get see if I can find another tube. I mean, I think I did a good patch job, but you know, we're talking about me, so I probably did it completely wrong. And I'd feel better with a real tube ready to go. And I guess I would just throw that one away. And an air pump. those things will make me feel better about life. Just like an axle nut has made me feel pretty good. I mean, I should have actually gone back to that shop and told him that it fit and that he's a golden god, but I didn't. But he is a golden god. He did not have to go back and look again. So cool. And the dudes in that gas station, man, because I went in there first and I'm like, hey, that's where I asked around. And then I came back and they were asking about the bike the first time and all these questions. And I just went back and said, yeah, I got all sorted, man. The place that lady told me to go try hooked me up. And they were like, they were in full celebration mode with me. They were psyched for me. Because they came out and looked at my rigged up dummy contraption. And they were like, that's probably not the greatest. But honestly, I think it was pretty safe, all things considered. I do. And the zip tie made it so I didn't ruin the threads. And I think it was pretty solid. Now, if I did have to drive to somewhere, to a hardware store, I was gonna also strap the wrench to the swing arm so that if it came loose or something, then at least I wouldn't lose the wrench. Now, hopefully I won't need this setup another time, but if there is another time, that's what I'd do. So there's a campground down here somewhere that I'm going to try. And yeah, if I had attempted to go do go back to where I was and do the rest, it would probably be 2 hours. And that's not happening today. And it's not happening tomorrow either. I don't care. I've made my decision. I don't need to hear it from you. Keep it to yourself. You come out here and lose your axle nut like an idiot. And then you go back and do it. How about that? Oh yeah, now. Anyway, that was a great day, except for the last part, which was hectic. And I mean, it was so hot doing that again and like dusty. Of course it couldn't happen next to a tree. But that's just how it goes. I don't know what to say. I would rather just ride now, if that's possible. I mean, honestly, I would like to formally request that the rest of the trip just be chill. That's all I'm asking. That's all I'm asking. Chill. So up here is where it comes out. So I'm sure it went up into those. Yeah. I'm sure it was cool, but it couldn't have been that different from what I went through. What I went through was pretty spectacular. I mean, that's as close to Mongolia as I'll ever get unless I go to Mongolia. I mean, it looked like that, what's that motorcycle thing with the actor? Long way down or down way up or something like that. The one they go to Mongolia, it looks just like that. And there was a spot in, where were we? It was on the Tat with Johnny Powell. We were on top of this mountain, we flew the drone, and then we came down and it looked like that too. I think it was a little piece of Wyoming. There's only like a little corner that you go through on the Tat, and I think it was that. Pretty good. Pretty good. Now, I don't want any hassles at this campground. I want there to be a spot for me. If that's possible. That would be nice. There is some wild camping up ahead too, But after today, a brother could use a shower house if there is one. If there's not, there's not. But and a picnic table is always nice to have instead of having to do my shite crouched in the tent. I felt a little rain before, but it looks like that's gone away. And tomorrow I just need to get to Silverton, to the Silverton area. That's my goal. I think I'll probably try to camp because Silverton is expensive as balls. At least that's what I remember. It's also cool as hell, but that's my plan anyway. We'll see how it goes. I don't have any idea how far it is. I guess I should know that. That would be a good thing to know. I want to say it's 250 miles or something like that. And I think the route I laid out is just pavement. I'm not sure about that either. I'm not sure about much if you didn't get that. There's definitely not going to be a shower house here. No ATVs, blah, blah, blah. Stay limit. Any fees? Hey, please like this video if you liked this video, and if you'd like to see more, hit that subscribe button and the alert bell. Also, if you're interested, there are links to gear lists and goofy t-shirts in the description. Thanks a ton for watching.